Running. Yep. Gonna start the video, wait for the running to stop.
It is Friday, February 23rd, day 19 of the 100-day weight loss challenge between Paul and I. I just finished a nice, brisk walk out here at Trefoil Park along the Red River. It's a real nice day today. The warmest it's been all week. It's super sunny. The fresh snow, oh my gosh, makes it so bright. I'm filming in my car because outside I need to wear sunglasses and I don't like recording with sunglasses because you can't see my eyes. Yeah, so it's about 22 hours into my fast. I'm feeling good. This is about my second fast this week. So I'm gonna predict a 3-pound loss again. Try to put in perspective, 3 pounds is great. That's 10,500 calories of body fat. That's not much of a deficit. That's huge for a week. So I should be really happy. However, Paul's been killing it. His 2-week total is like over 10 pounds, so I don't know if 3 pounds a week is gonna cut it. I've been stepping it up with the walks. Hopefully I lose more weight than Paul this week, because I need you to catch up. All right, later taters.
I have these pants. The way I do weight loss is I set goals in clothing. Let me know if that's crazy or if that's something you do too, but I have a closet that has different size Paul sections. So there's my, size 42 pant Paul with his double XL shirts. Then there's size 38 to 40 Paul with his size XL shirts. And then there's size 36 Paul with his large shirts. Graphic tees. I don't really wear a lot of graphic tees when I'm wearing 2XL because I feel like I'm a inflatable parade balloon on Thanksgiving. And for this entire competition, I have had a pair of pants that were my goal pants. They are what I was hoping to fit into by day 100. At the beginning of the competition, I would try and button them and I would get about that far. Or you just go, okay, done. This week, I buttoned them, zipped them up, they felt fine. So that was really exciting because it's day 21 and they were my 100-day goal. So then I went to the store in them and was hanging out and drank some water and ate breakfast, and then all of a sudden it kind of felt too tight and I didn't want to wear them anymore, so I took them off. It's an up, but it's not like a yes I did it. It's a we are almost there. They are almost all-day pants. Right now they're just morning pants until I have my first meal.
It is Wednesday, February 21st, day 17 of the weight loss challenge.
It is Wednesday, my dudes.
Something that is a nice change for me that's happened recently is, I'll show you. See, my belt loop. I am back down to my second loop. That loop right there, I had to make in October because I was too round for my belt. And I'm back down to belt loop number 2, which was originally the last one.
These 100 days are super important and I want to win this competition. I want to beat Michael. That's very important to me. But what's even more important is the other days that follow the 100 days, like the rest of my walk on this planet. I need to do something, do a change for me that's sustainable, so I can't push super hard for 100 days and then risk a relapse into sedentary life and eating garbage. It's a higher risk of me falling back into that life if all I do for these 100 days is do really drastic stuff. I have to, at the very least, get my bare minimum of calories every day, which for a person of my size, to prevent myself from going into starvation mode, I have to hit 1,200 a day. My goal is 18. Whoa. I just want my beard to come back. So, okay. Yeah, that's it for me. let's take it downstairs to the chairs and talk to Michael about this week and how it's been.
Let's take it to the basement. Talking weight loss with your friends.
I think you're not wanted right now.
Yeah, it's because you look what she did to my shirt. She pulled it out.
Hello, my dear friends and colleagues, and welcome back to Brother Versus. My name is Paul Erdman.
And I'm Michael Crumple.
Well, here we are at the end of week 3, ready to reveal to each other what our weight loss was. I will go first as the king of the hill, champion, cannot be beat.
Yeah.
This week was a little low, but I lost 2.8 pounds, putting me at 282 even.
And I, a week ago, weighed 260.5 and weighed in this morning at 257. So 3.5 pound weight loss. Yeah.
Michael.
Yeah.
All right, good job this week,
Yep.
kind sir. Well, what led to your big loss there?
Last week I talked about I thought I would tighten up my daily allowance of calories, so I dropped it from 2,000 to about 1,750. So I was really strict with my diet, and I exercised a lot. So it could just be the Taco Bell. What's your week like?
Well, you remember last episode we talked about how I'm not drinking
Yeah, you're abstaining completely.
for 100 days. It was like 6 hours later that day.
That's right. We went out drinking.
We went out drinking. So I broke my
sabotaged
rule.
him.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you said you weren't gonna, but and I wasn't prepared for it. I didn't drink enough water that day. I didn't eat enough calories to go out drinking, and so I ended up Monday morning having a hangover, and my headache lasted until Wednesday. And
Crazy.
yeah,
Crazy.
yeah, my nutrition was on point, other than the alcohol from that one day. But my exercise fell completely off. I didn't
when you
touch
feel
any
like that, you
exercise.
don't want to.
So, I mean, 2.5 is still...
It's really good.
Yeah, I'll totally take it. Before we get into the topic of today's video, I do want to say thank you very much for the support on the YouTube channel we've had so far.
Yeah.
For you guys, it's been up for 3 weeks now, but for us, it just went up today.
Yeah.
The first view happened 3 minutes after I put it up, and that person liked the video, commented, and subscribed, and they were a stranger.
That's cool.
Yeah. I was like, oh, neat.
Fat dudes losing weight. I love this stuff.
That's my kink. That's good though. This is a good non sequitur to talk about today's topic. Coming from such a joyous and happy thing. And, Michael and I talked last time that we kind of wanted to talk about depression and how your nutrition and weight gain or weight loss, how that
physical health is so tied into mental and emotional health. It is kind of funny, like saying like, oh well, here we transition to, but like. My experience, or my belief is people who've dealt with like depression and sad and tough struggle at times in life, typically when they come through it have a really good sense of humor.
Yeah.
Because, like, I mean, you need to get through stuff like that. So, yeah, depression's been a struggle for me ever since like adolescence. It's kind of tied into my family history. It didn't really culminate around weight gain or ill physical health. I think it peaked for me when I was in really good physical health. So I think I accepted my mental illness when I was about 23, and I'm 30 now, so about 7 years. I finally accepted taking medication, which I was reluctant to do for a long time, and didn't, it wasn't overnight. Like I took a pill and I was better. I tried a few different medications, but like for me that was the biggest thing. Finally taking some medication, once it started working, it's been like, oh my gosh, this is the way I'm supposed to feel. Like, I didn't feel like on drugs, I didn't feel numbed. Like, I just felt like that's the way I'm supposed to be. And I took a few times of different medications trying, and that was a big thing for me. It is really tied into physical health. I've kind of had some ups and downs with my weight gain, but because of my support structure, because of my medication. It really hasn't been an issue where it's impacted my life in a really negative way. So I think my experience with depression and how it ties into my health is going to be a little bit different than yours, which you're going to describe, because when I was my physically healthiest, that's when I struggled the most.
I was the saddest at my fattest. And
Yeah.
You...
I'm like the happiest at my fattest.
yeah, which is...
Fat and sassy.
Yeah, that's right. Not to spoil the ending of my story, but there's a difference between you and I in that you're diagnosed and I'm undiagnosed because I refuse to go to talk to someone
it's
about
like
it.
you're like me when I was 23 and like still in denial.
Yeah, but I'm 31.
Yeah.
When am I going to get it figured out?
I know.
But depression, or at least feeling blue, has been a part of my life as long as I can remember. As a kid, I cried a lot for no reason. I was scared of everything. I had a ton of anxiety. I wouldn't want to go into like a convenience store without my mom, like even until I was like 11. I was like, no, but you come in. She's like, you're just getting a pop. Go get a pop. Oh, just like come in. It's fine. Just come in. Because like I had this fear that someone was going to yell at me everywhere I went. Which has carried into my adult life. I don't ever answer the phone when someone calls unless I know you like really well. Like if you call me, I'll answer.
Yeah.
But if there's a number where I don't know the number at all, it just comes up as unknown. I'm like, I'm not answering that because I feel like someone is going to yell at me. I don't know why. And so I kind of self-medicated as a kid by eating a lot and eating a lot of unhealthy stuff, a lot of sugar. I mean, I was on a path to type 2 diabetes since I was probably 12. That's when I started putting on weight more and more.
Sure.
And just kind of keep putting it on. And it kept going all the way through my 20s where I was just eating. And there was moments when I would stand in front of the fridge and I would grab something out of it and like start to tear up, knowing that I didn't need it to sustain me, but that I just needed it to feel whole. But it hit an all-time low for me last April when I lost my job, a place I had worked for over 10 years. The reality of not working there anymore got so sad for me that I ended up like just starting to sleep all the time and do the opposite, not eat. And I ended up losing 15 pounds. I went from 345 to 330. And I was like, oh, neat. I lost 15 pounds. This is pretty cool. And so then I decided from then forward, I was going to work really hard to try and lose weight. And as I started exercising and eating better and drinking less, my mood started coming up and the depression started to go away in a way that it hadn't really done before. First I got back to like my maintaining level, but then I started getting more and more consistent with not feeling so sad. And then when I started drinking less and I stopped using nicotine and I switched over to a vegetarian diet, oh, someone just put on their crackpot hat and started doing a lot more cardio than ever before. My depression went away. For 45 days straight, I didn't have a dark cloud thought, which was really cool because when I was at my lowest low, I was, I guess I had suicidal ideation, I guess.
Yeah.
Where I wasn't planning a suicide. I was just fantasizing about not being around anymore and thinking of how I would do it if I did it, but not like making a plan, I guess. So by switching out all of my habits and getting rid of bad habits and forming new positive habits, I went 45 days straight without that dark cloud. And actually it was longer than that. I celebrated on the 45th day because that's the longest I'd ever gone without like feeling worthless. And then it was just maybe 10 days later I had a morning where the dark cloud returned. I was like, oh, I'm just like worthless. Like I don't have a successful business, not as successful as my friends. So, I guess I should just give up on like my business. I should give up on like all the things that make me happy. And that came in the morning, and then I worked out immediately that morning, and boom, the day flipped back into positive. Now, I should say, before we go any further, that I know for a fact that I need to go talk to somebody. I need to see a therapist and get evaluated. It's possible that medication would help, especially with the anxiety side of things, because that hasn't really changed. I'm still incredibly anxious all the time. So I'd still need to be evaluated for that, for sure. And I'm not saying that this is a cure-all for your depression, and this isn't us saying, like, you know, we have the cure for depression. Don't go see a doctor. Like, that's not it. Please do see a doctor.
Especially because in my experience, I was like in the best physical health of my life.
Right.
And like that's when it peaked. And now that I've gotten super fat, like I've been pretty mentally healthy.
Yeah.
Which kind of brings me to a point I want to share is I've been taking, I started on a certain dose once I found out that was right for me, and it was great, and then like things were going good, and I reduced that in half. And it was a little bit tricky transitioning, but once I got used to it, that was great for me. And it's been years, maybe like 3-4 years, maybe more, that I've been on this current dose. And since this challenge, things have been great for us, just doing it with our health and life perspective and stuff. I'm thinking like, why am I still on the dose? Should I think I want to talk to my doctor and see about reducing it again, or if there's ways I can taper off. And I actually have my annual checkup coming up in 2 weeks, so I'm going to talk to him about that.
I don't think for me it'll ever be gone completely, because I'm in a really good place in a lot of spots in my life, but it still pops back in every once in a while. But I think if I have the right tools to fight it back, I can and will. And I think seeing a professional is going to that's going to be another tool in my tool belt, along with, you know, this nutrition and exercise. It all plays in to each other. All right, thank you very much for tuning in to the 4th video in our series for the 100-day challenge. If you liked what you saw here, please hit the like button. Don't smash it. Other YouTubers will tell you to smash the like button. Don't do that. I don't want you to damage your stuff.
Please press the like button.
You know what? As far as like the analytics go for us, you can touch it as softly as you want. That's what she said. And then also you can subscribe. You can comment below. You can hit us up. Send us a message.
Don't hit us up. Gentle us up.
Gentle us up, please. And also, if you want to follow me on MyFitnessPal, my username is Paul Erdman1. That's Paul Erdman, ERDMANN, number 1. And I would love to have you as a friend on MyFitnessPal. Yeah, that's it for me. I have been Paul Erdman.
And I'm Michael Crumple.
Alright, let's do this. High fiber diet. Thank you so much for checking out this video. Why don't you go ahead and subscribe now? It's just one little button. You won't even notice us after you've subscribed. We're not intrusive, but it really helps us out when you do subscribe. So, I mean, just like, do it, you know? What do you have to lose? Do it.